Every day, we are hit with so much stimuli. We listen to conversations, we see the world, and we taste food. But there is one stimulus that we may be ignoring as human beings, and that is the stimulus of how we feel in our own bodies. No one in the world will be able to feel or sense or judge how you feel in your own body better than yourself. And with that regard, it's very important to pay attention, to listen to our bodily discomfort. Are we feeling lazy or sluggish all the time? That is a sign that we need to take certain steps to change how we live our lives, to be healthier and to work out more. Because only then can we lead a life which revolves around positive living.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Happy Ramadan. Today I'm gonna talk about the thyroid problem. So the thyroid problem divide on hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. So the hypothyroidism, this means that the thyroid gland is not functioning well and we need to give the replacement for the hormone. Okay? The hyperthyroidism, it's the opposite. The thyroid excretes a lot of thyroid hormone and we need to give medication or whatever treatment to give it to suppress the treatment or suppress the hormone itself. Okay, so this is number one. So why thyroid problem develop for the hypothyroidism? Let's concentrate today on the hypothyroidism because it's a common problem happen. So why it's happened? It's autoimmune process. This might happen because of antibodies recognize that this gland is not normal and it will destroy or destruct all the cells for this gland and the gland is not functioning and will not produce any hormone for the thyroid. So this will lead to what's called hypothyroidism. So what's the symptoms of hypothyroidism? One is gaining weight. For females, they might have irregular period or they might have neuralgia, like they have a lot of bleeding. Also, they might have constipation, feeling tired, fatigue, might lead to hair loss. They might love the hot weather, not the cold weather, okay? And they start to be lazy, and sleeping a lot. So those mainly symptoms. Is those symptoms should be there to diagnose the hypothyroidism? The answer is no. Some people, they just discover it without any symptoms and we have to treat it also. So this is regarding their symptoms. So how are we gonna treat the hypothyroidism? Usually we give the thyroid replacement with whatever company is there, Troxin, Centroid, Euthyrox, any company, and it's all the same effect. The hormone itself, the same effect. Usually the dose for the thyroid gland, it's related to what? It's related to the weight of the patient. Some people have mild hypothyroidism and they require a little bit of dose. And some people, after radioactive iodine operation, like they took the tablet to destroy the gland for cancer or for hyperthyroidism, and they require very high dose. Or they might took the gland for tumor or anything, and also they might require high dose. Or their weight is too much and they require high dose. Or their gut absorption for the gland, for the tablet itself, is not good and they might require high dose. So the dose of the thyroid pill, it depends on, one, the weight of the patient, depends on the reason for the hypothyroidism, and also depends on the compliance for the patient. If the patient is not taking their medication regularly, we keep pumping the dose, increasing the dose, and the patient is not taking the medication. So they might take it once, twice, 3 times a week, and we keep pumping the dose, increase the dose, and actually they are not taking it regularly. So taking the medication regularly is important for deciding if the treatment is enough or not. After the break, we're gonna talk about how we take the thyroid replacement during Ramadan. Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. So now we're going to talk about people who have hypothyroidism, their thyroid gland is not functioning, and we are giving them the replacement for the thyroid hormone itself. So how we can take the medication during Ramadan? Because as you know that this tablet should be taken on empty stomach, and they should not eat anything after the tablet for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. So how they take it during Ramadan? So a lot of people prefer that they take it first thing with the iftar, and then they wait for half an hour. Especially majority of people who's affected with the hypothyroidism are females. And you know, females, they usually go to pray, prepare the food in the kitchen, and then they will come back after 30 minutes, and then they can take their breakfast at that time. But some people tell us that, no doctor, I cannot take those medication and wait for half an hour. I need to eat with and take my iftar with other people. So what I recommend for them at that time, they should just break their fast and eat regularly and do not take their tablet at that time. But we have to tell them that they have to hold food before iftar at least 2 to 3 hours. So either to take it first thing with the breakfast and then wait half an hour and then take iftar, or take it before suhoor in half an hour, but you have to come holding food for a good period of time and you have empty stomach relatively, and then you take your medication. Don't forget that there is some medication cannot be taken with the tablet of the thyroid gland, such as the calcium, the iron pills, the stomach pills, those for the heartburn or peptic ulcer disease, or the multivitamins. So those medications should be taken 4 hours in between or away from the thyroid gland medication or thyroid pill medication. So why is that? Those medication will affect the absorption for the thyroid gland like the food. So the food, why we are holding this food for half an hour, this because it's affect the absorption of the thyroid gland. So during Ramadan, we recommend for them to take it regularly. Can I take it once at fasting and next day at suhoor? Yeah, no problem, you can do this. Not necessarily to be the same time, not necessarily to be exactly with time, or night, morning, like this. No, at least you have to take it once on an empty stomach once a day. Don't forget to check your thyroid test regularly, especially before Ramadan and also before pregnancy, especially for women. Why is that? Because we have specific target for the thyroid gland or thyroid hormone before pregnancy, so they can reach a healthy pregnancy. So at the end, we give a simple solution for taking the thyroid pill. Please do not forget your thyroid medication. Take it in empty stomach, and then after half an hour you can eat your tablets. Thank you very much, and happy Ramadan again.
Now listen. Listen to your own body. You owe it to yourself, because no one has that intuitive connection with how you feel. And in that regard, it's very important and out of respect for your relationship with yourself. Because leading that healthy lifestyle and maintaining that positive living In that way, you can become your own best friend. And what better way than by living healthy?